What is bubble life like? What's it been? How, have you been there since for the duration? Have you been there since the start?
Yeah, whole time. Lot of stress. A lot, I think we're all focused on the championship, but in the midst of that, obviously very important things going on in the world, and it's been definitely a time you'll tell your grandkids about. It's been interesting. The NBA has done an incredible job setting this up, but every day you're also hearing about terrible news out in the world. So we got to keep our focus on the important things.
Well, I mean, and again, that's what Kenny DeJet Smith was talking about, in the previous hour. Daryl, is that it weighs on everybody that you're inside, a sealed spot, happens to be a place called Disney World, and that players are beginning to chafe about not being able to be out and part of the social justice scene right now. Obviously, there's a job to do, but are you seeing that from your players too? You hearing that as well?
Yeah, I think I was born in Wisconsin, so this one hit even more close to home. I think everyone's feeling that. We're in, sort of this. We're all in our different bubbles, whether it be our news bubble or an actual, pandemic bubble. We're all in these bubbles, but right now we're even more in one, and it just feels like you lose connection to the most important things. And but at the same time, we all have a job to do. So I mean, these tensions have been going on for everybody down here.
Well, I know that again, you've got a lot of on your plate, and you've got a job to do. And I don't mean to add information, man, to your hyphenate, but I'll attempt it right now. I mean, there is word that we're hearing about that the Celtics and Raptors might not play their game tomorrow because of what's going on out in the world, and that they feel like this would be their way of joining the social justice protest within the bubble, using game one of the Eastern Conference semifinals as a method to communicate their protest. Do you think that might happen? Are you hearing that might happen, Daryl?
Well, we're a player-driven league, and I think for good reason. I think one thing, both the NBA Players Union and the league and Commissioner Silver has, put the players front and center. I think that's what led to such a great restart here, and I think the players are going to lead again on this. And whatever is decided, they're gonna have full support. Just like it's very hard for myself. I can't walk in the shoes of some of the people who are getting killed, getting systematically targeted. But I can say I support them. I can say Black Lives Matter, and whatever the players come up with, I know we'll be fully behind.